The story about Bob and the car you may well have picked up back in April. We can't get your car to move because we can't take the brake off because there's no power in your car, and we're trying desperately to get to the front of it, but because of this wall here. When I went to rescue the car at a car park that was shutting down, all the long-term car parks in Chiang Mai were shutting down because of lockdown. Obviously there were no flights in or out of Chiang Mai, and therefore no need for any cars to be stored. Well, we moved Bob's to our home after having recovered the battery life, and I charged it up yesterday to make the journey home to Chiang Mai for him. Wife Paul and Jessica, they're coming into Chiang Mai today. I'm picking them up at the airport. Bob is still in Vietnam. He took his wife and daughter there for a short holiday after having enjoyed a wonderful holiday himself in Burma on the back of his bike back in February, March. And he went to Vietnam for this short holiday and ended up in being stuck. Lockdown. All the flights out of Vietnam and into Thailand locked. So poor guy's been stuck there with, not stuck there with the wife so much, but stuck there in Vietnam, and poor Paul and Jessica having to stay there with Bob all this time. Well, a fortnight ago, Jessica and Paul made it out. They're Thai citizens, and they were able to get an escape flight, and they made it into Bangkok, and they've been in 2 weeks quarantine, courtesy of the Thai government, and they have been in Bangkok. So today I'm picking them up at the airport, and then they'll be repatriated with the car that's been out of our home now for the last few months, gathering a bit of dust. So hope they're going to have a good journey up today. Sod's law. This morning, overnight, there was a hell of a lot of rain. Thought the roof was going to come off the house at our home. Really, really heavy rain. This morning on Facebook, the main 118, the road that goes from Chiang Mai up to Chiang Rai, was washed out, and traffic had been stopped and not able to progress through a certain part of the road either way. Round about 8 o'clock this morning, there were reports that the road had recovered again, so let's hope that Paul and Jessica will make their journey up today without any further problems. Well, everybody's arrived safe and sound, Bob. Say hi. Hello. Yes. Welcome to Chiang Mai.
Thank you very much.
Well, I want to take you to this wonderful attraction and introduce you to GrandCanyon, Chiang Mai. Amazingly, this last weekend when I was doing the temples, I got a comment from a subscriber, Tony, who said, have you been to GrandCanyon? And obviously, it's right next to where some of the temples we visited situated. So on the way through, looking at the temples, on the way through, I thought, GrandCanyon, good idea. I'll do that as a chat on the vlog. And sure enough, get a comment from Tony. What a small world this is. Anyway, hi Tony, and hope you're well. So today we're going to go off up to see the Grand Canyon, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's got a bit of a backstory to it, but first let's go have a coffee. Well, here we are, walking out of the mountain onto the decking. It's quite a wonderful place. Today is very good visibility across the valley. Here you can see on the far side the Gamnanboon mountains, and on the other side of those is the road to Lampang. Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Strange way to start a video, really. Last night we had the second night of absolute torrential rain. You know, it felt like the ground was going to run away from underneath us. It started round about 8 o'clock and went on through till, well, I fell asleep about 1 eventually, but it just was so heavy and continuous. There was a lot of wind, and this morning I got up, and first thing I do is open the front door and have a look out at the babies in their nest of the nesting red-whiskered bauble. Sadly, the nest is empty, and I think what's happened is with the bough where they were nesting, moving about so much, and the really intense heavy rain, I think they've come out. I've looked around the garden, I can't see them. So sad. I saw the mum and dad up on the wire this morning, and they were chirping away. Life's so short. I think I've got a little bit of a special treat for you here. I was invited by Catherine to go and have a look at what she gets up to on a Friday. I've just seen a wonderful spectacle. Catherine is a teacher at Kendo. I'll put a link to her videos down below. I was invited along here just to watch, to see what Catherine does. It's a spectacle. It's really entertaining to watch the children. Well, that was the most explosive and violent thing I've seen in Thailand, but nobody got hurt. This was a training class, and they had a warm-up and they were just hitting each other about. And then they went through a structured beating, and they did a circle of turning around and taking it in turns to hit each other. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, incredible. There's an orphanage here next door, and part of the curriculum is to participate in this, or part of the sports activity, I guess. But very exhilarating to see the youngsters beating hell out of each other in an organised way. Nobody gets hurt, they've all got protective gear on, and they're all laughing and smiling, but they're letting that aggression out, they're letting that I don't know if it's even aggression, it's just a strength of confidence out. They're screaming that confidence out, and it's great to hear. It's good to see the little faces through the masks, laughing, screaming. It's great, wonderful. It's almost surreal when you see them mask to mask talking to each other, chat. Well, I've come to GrandCanyon, the water park in Chiang Mai. This is the entrance here, and you'll see at the entrance the artwork by MSV, the team MSV, massive, and they are prolific artists, street artists here in Chiang Mai. If you want to go in and play in the water, it's 150 baht. If you only want to go in and walk around, take photographs and just be there, that's 50 baht. During the peak, during the summer, this is absolutely packed out. Come here at a weekend during normal times, non-COVID, and you can't get a car space, let alone space to jump in the water without hitting somebody else. And that takes me on to another story. Got my ticket, and this is one ticket, can exchange life jacket and discount coffee at coffee as well. I actually understand what's going on here, don't worry, I've not been conned. This place where I'm going to now is just a relaxing area where you can just walk into the pool area and see such fantastic sights across here and relax and do what you like, out in the natural beauty of the place, because it's so lovely and peaceful and quiet. Anyway, I'm talking about whether I've been conned or not. No, I've not been conned. People who come here are conned because they see the signs and it's the first along the road, and you see this wonderful sign and entrance and you think, I'll go there, that's where I want to go to. And you get to the entrance, you go in and you see the water play area, you see the water park area, and I'm walking down now to the side of the water, and this is part of the Grand Canyon. But it's not the Grand Canyon of Chiang Mai. Oh no, the Grand Canyon of Chiang Mai is behind this wall. This wall over here has seen the death of at least 4 people. In 2014, there was 3 people died, and later in 2016 another died. There could have been more, and I've not caught up with the news. It could be that many more have died, and I'm not surprised if they actually double that number. This wall over here is the side of the excavation that was done when quarrying out this pit. You can see the slope going up here, and this, just like the slope I can show you behind me on this side, is where the tractors used to come up and down, the lorries, in order to take all of this soil away to fill in rice paddies in order to put housing on top of the rice paddies. Now, you can imagine that you've got water here, and it's actually sort of 50, 60 foot deeper than this, at least sort of 20, 30 meters deeper than this, I'd suggest, but only in places. Now, what happens is when you get a track going down in a zigzag in order to get to the bottom of this, when it was being excavated, the tracks used to go down and therefore form walls in order to allow the tractor to go down the next slipway. Well, people were jumping off the side here and hitting the slipway that was below the water, and at least one of the 4 that have died hit their head underneath and then didn't come up. Now, the other stupid thing is that people were allowed to dive off of this free fall, no controls, and people were just jumping in, and there was a couple of Lamphun people that one jumped in and then another jumped in exactly the same place, and the first one didn't come up. Well, behind me, this is the launch of the zip line, and the zip line goes all the way across the other side to the far end, so it must be quite an exhilarating flight. Well, there we go. Zip line, 300 baht per person, and you go over the water. 4 stations in a round trip. Wow, there's 4 stations of the zip line, 1 kilometre. And if you want to go and shoot somebody, you can go to 333 range. And these are the prices. So a Smith & Wesson, you can have a Smith & Wesson for 2,200 baht, 30 round. Oh yeah, Glock 19 pistol, 9mm, 2,200, 30 round. You can shoot these to your heart's content. 50 rounds, 2,200. We're going to have 25 rounds for 1,500. This is recommended. This has got a recommendation on it. 5,000 baht, 50 rounds. And I guess you get the bulletproof jacket in case somebody shoots you while you're on the range. And they can train you to do it as well. So they can train you to shoot people, at least 4 participants, so you've got 3 people to shoot at. 22,000 baht each, included range rental, coach, arms, ammunitions, 250 rounds, and targets. You eat the lunch, drinks, and transportation arrangement. Wow! So you can book that up and come here and shoot people, shoot stuff. Okay, I've got my 50 baht ticket to walk in. I can't go in the water. I've got to go back there and buy another ticket if I want to go in the water. And this entrance ticket gives me some refreshment as well. That'd be interesting. Oh, here we go. Ski run as well. That's fantastic. So as you can see here, this is a much larger operation. Okay, I've positioned myself between speakers. There's so many speakers along here playing music, and there's no way I'm going to be able to record what I'm saying and not be blasted in the background with speakers. YouTube will, slap a copyright strike on me for publishing it. Fantastic place if you want to bring the children and family here, and I'm sure that everybody in the family would enjoy the water and enjoy the activities on the water. There's a lot to see here, and it's very clean, nicely laid out, and I'm sure that people wanting to visit this sort of place would enjoy it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's been a little trip out to GrandCanyon out at Nam Phrae in Hang Dong area of Chiang Mai. Hope you enjoyed the little snippets I also gave you in this video, which is not a temple tour. It's nothing to do with Charm Devi and nothing to do with Asala Buka. That's over and done with, and now we're getting back into the regular type of video you'll see for the next few weeks at least. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave us a comment below and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and check back on a regular basis. I do videos around about once, twice a week, so see you in those. Nice to see you again. Stay well, stay safe. Bye-bye.